All right. Yeah. All right. We're just gonna make sure the audio is good on the stream.
Can you talk for a second?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Hi.
Keep talking.
Okay. Can you hear me? Do I sound okay? Is my voice okay? Do I look okay?
Yes, yes, and yes.
Thank you.
So I don't know if you want to send the link to anybody. So we could just take like the next minute or so to send the link to everyone we know. Make sure that you take that link if you're joining in. Appreciate everybody already in the chat. We already have 4. Let's get it up to 10. If you're rocking with us, take the link, share it with somebody that you know, share it with your social media accounts. All will be appreciated. This is going to be a good conversation. I'm gonna send it to the guys too. They better tune in. Ask you a question. Send it to the gang.
You think we sound muffled?
Not no more. You
Oh.
all sound fine now. Yeah.
How's your day going?
It's going pretty good. How about yours?
Tired.
It's all right. It's all right.
I'm tired. I'm exhausted.
Not for you on that.
We're gonna be here for a while.
I feel like I'm always tired.
Work a lot.
So the link that's like in my browser
No,
is that
no.
Just send them. Yeah,
the YouTube link.
Just
link.
go to YouTube and just share that one because you're gonna have
I'm gonna send it.
You're gonna have all of them in here, like talking in with you.
Okay.
That's exclusive. Right?
That's only for you.
Okay, cool. Thanks.
I just sent it to you.
All right, awesome.
Yeah. I sent it. Usually this is like that dull time where it's like, all right, just gotta make sure the links get sent out, and we're gonna get started.
Why do you can't hear the music?
Oh, it don't even matter.
Let's go. Guess and Bella 92.
And yo, 2 days apart is crazy. Like I'm still like,
and how did you not know that?
Like, again, I really didn't care about a lot of shit. I was just like so like fixated with the song.
Did you say you didn't care about me? Is that what you said?
No. I said I just didn't care about a lot of things when I was in school. So it's like if it wasn't, like if it wasn't the house, it was kind of like, you know what I mean. I messed with a lot of people though. I had friends and shit like that. I wasn't like the square. But like birthdays though, like that was just like even to this day, the people that I was closest with in the house, I don't know their birthdays by heart.
Nah, no funny shit though. How many people's birthdays you really know? Like
my mom.
Besides your mom, I know my mom and my kids.
Yeah, mom, kids. Mom, girl, sister, and my right hand man. That's about it. Like I don't know. Nah, I don't know Justin's birthday.
I don't know his birthday either. When's your birthday?
January 18th.
Oh, it passed?
Yeah.
He said it passed. And then I'm like, I'm a human calendar. I remember everybody's birthday just randomly.
That's good.
Yeah, that's I gotta wait for like Facebook to tell me somebody's birthday.
Yo, if it wasn't for Facebook,
I wouldn't know. I'd be like, oh, or when you or I'm on Instagram and they have like everybody's like saying happy birthday. Oh shit, happy birthday! I remembered. I don't remember none of that.
I typically try to tell people happy birthday before they make a post so that way they know I knew it was their birthday and that I didn't like figure out it was their birthday.
I'll be waiting. If I don't talk to them all day, but like 10 o'clock, and I see it on Instagram. Oh shit, happy birthday! Good.
I'm not the happy birthday person unless like people are already like posting it, stuff like that. Other than that, I don't know your birthday. Nothing personal though. It's all love. It's all right, let's get started. Make sure that you send that link out to somebody that you know. We appreciate you. We got 8 people in the chat right now. Let's bump it up to 10. We have the lovely Amber on right now. I gotta make sure to give you your round of applause.
Not gonna work.
Let's just try it out. See if it happens. You want to stream, Kev? You want to stream or no? Just trying to make sure that the audio is all right. Cool. Yeah. You somebody get on the stream just to make sure.
That's me.
Huh?
Come on.
All right. So let's. So yes, we have Amber on. We went to school together back in the day in the mean streets of Green Castle, Indiana, the
Yeah.
reddest of red states in America. Where you
Don't do that. Don't do that.
That's not true.
Like, I mean, we up there.
No, listen, I knew I was in. There was 2 signs that I knew I was in Indiana. No, 3 signs. One was the cornfields.
Everybody says that.
Cornfields let me know that I was in Indiana. The second one was when I got to my room and I turned on the TV and I saw a Colts commercial. I'd never seen an Indianapolis Colts commercial in my life until I got to Indianapolis.
But I mean, that's like me seeing an Atlanta Falcons commercial in Indiana, you know? Like,
what you mean?
I don't when I
No, I know, but it's like you don't realize those things until it actually happens. It's like,
I see
shit,
what you're
I've
saying.
never
Okay.
seen a Coke commercial before, like until you
That's
see it.
true. Okay.
And then, at the time I'm like 18, 17, or however you old when you start college. But so yeah, that was 2, and then number 3 was I just forgot. Said cornfields commercial. Oh, I went to Walmart and I seen a guy with a gun on his hip, just like walking around casually.
That's a Green Castle thing. Let's be clear. That's a Green Castle thing. Like, you're in Indy, people aren't walking around with guns on their hips. Like, no.
They just got on their front passenger side of their car. Yeah. But yes, welcome. Let me give you a real round of applause.
Thank you.
Yes, this has been a long time coming. We've been discussing this for I think over a year.
Yeah.
And it's pretty much my fault. I flaked and messed up a few times, and but we're here now. I'm happy to have you.
Thank you.
Like I said, it's been a long time coming. It's going to be a great conversation. On the flyer, it said basketball commentator and sports analyst. If you've ever been on her Twitter account, you know she don't play about her sports. She is a fan of your team. She was going to ride out for y'all. But if you are the ops, boy, oh boy. Even if you're the ops on the team that she like, it could be a rough day for you. So to get started, let's talk about the Celtics. So the Celtics are in a tough cookie right now. They're clawing back. It's 3-2 right now. But at one point, it was 3-0. At that moment, did you hit the panic button?
Absolutely. I don't think there's a single Celtics fan who was not like, this is crazy. I will say though, we work better under pressure. Mm-hmm. Every single series, we've had to be under pressure in order to excel.
But why do you think that is though? Why does it have to take us being down in order to wake up?
That's actually a really good question. I mean, I feel like in anything really, a lot of people work better under pressure. Like I just think about even myself. When I have like all the time in the world to figure it out,
That's a valid point.
but then as soon as it's like if I don't figure it out, that's when I really like do my best, which is bad. Like it's like a spirit of procrastination, you know. But I also feel like at the same time, when it comes to like our team,
Mhm.
they kind of take a little bit of time finding their niche. So I just think even like last season, we had a really, really strong season this year. But the beginning of last season, we were like, I want to say we was down to like maybe 11, 12. We was at the bottom of like the East,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
the roster. We were there for up until I think January. January, there was like a turning point, and we started winning. And we got up to the number one spot in the East, and then we dropped to 2 and we finished 2.
Mhm.
And I think like with our team, like sometimes like they're trying to like kind of get into the swing of it, and then once they got it, they're rolling. But and it like for fans, it's like, whoa, like what's going on? We need y'all to get in the game. Like I'm looking at it, I'm watching it, I'm like, dude, what are you doing? Like,
Mhm.
come on. But it works better for them that way.
Do
And
you
so go ahead.
do you think that they saw Miami and just took it for granted? Like, we got this.
And see, and that's another thing with Miami because they almost didn't even make it to the playoffs. They lost the first game of the play-in to the Hawks, and then like ended up winning the next play-in game, and then now they're one game away from going to the championship. So it's like no one really was expecting the Heat to come out the East. They still ain't came out yet. Let's be clear, they ain't came out yet.
Yeah.
But like nobody was, maybe Heat fans, but other than that, nobody was
Neither,
expecting.
neither the Heat fans.
You said what?
Neither the Heat fans. They didn't think they was gonna make it this far.
I think there were some hopefuls, some delusionals.
Like Knicks fans. They thought they was making it to the
They definitely did. One of my best friends is a Knicks fan, and he was definitely like, "Man, we about to close this out." I was like, "Okay."
Tell him to take whatever Knicks jersey he has
burn that shit.
to go to the backyard and burn it.
He's dedicated. He's like me.
Knicks
And
do
then
that right.
and then no, not only burn it, then put it back together and then burn it again. That's what the Knicks fans have to get into the habit of doing.
Yeah.
All right. So Celtics. I'm gonna put 10 minutes on the clock for this conversation. All right, let me get the timer. So the first question is, what do the Celtics have to do to win this series? 10 minutes on the clock.
Well, first of all, they got to stop Jimmy. They've been doing a really good job these last 2 games of like, I want to say like their this last game their defense was incredible. Like they were really serious. Um but I don't think it's just even like one specific, it's not one specific thing. Like overall, they have to like be more committed to whatever it is that they're doing. They have to be more committed. Like the first 3 games, I really just didn't see that. I didn't see any commitment to, from my perspective, it didn't look that way. Game 3, literally the Heat ran away with the game. I'm just like, yo, what are y'all doing? Y'all already lost 2 at home, which didn't make any sense. Then you go to Miami and basically like didn't even try.
Mm-hmm.
And for me, my thing is when you have someone like Jason Tatum, the caliber, and granted, I give Jason a hard time. I give him a harder time than I probably give teams that I don't like. I give him a hard time. But when he's at his best, there's literally no ceiling. Seriously. The issue is he's, and I call him a wild card. We don't know when we're going to get his best. It's play the Pistons and score 42 points. Bravo. That's wonderful. But if you're going to score 9 points in a playoff game and we're down like that can't happen. And so like Jason, Jalen, this series, I don't know where Jalen has been. And y'all know I wore my jersey. Yes, I've worn my Jalen Brown jersey for the past like 8 games in a row. Like I love him, love Jalen, but I don't know where he's been. I feel like he's almost kind of checked out a little bit. But like them two, like I feel like when Jason is having a good game, everyone else has a good game. If you pay attention, when he's doing well, everyone else is doing well. And then when he's not doing great, everyone else has to figure it out. And I just don't feel like they have the same motivation. Jason is clearly like he's the leader of the team. And when you think about it, if you go to work and your boss is like not working, kind of chilling, you're gonna be chilling too. And so like when he's not doing his best, like it really it impacts everyone else. And that's why like when people compare him to like some of these greats, I'm like, nah, Michael Jordan made his team, like his team was better because he was so good. And even with Kobe Bryant, like his team was better because he was so good. And Jason, I feel like if he was more consistent with the level that he can play to, if he was more consistent there, it's nothing like nobody could touch them. I think the consistency has to be bumped up to answer your question.
You being a little too nice. Here we go. So, Tatum, you gotta wake up, bro. The inconsistent up and down. I'm gonna wait till my back is against the wall to start acting like a superstar. This light skin stuff gotta stop. It gotta stop. The pretty boy light skin coming in with the all white suit in Miami. Like, come on, man. We're like, what are we doing here? At this point in time, you gotta get in kill mode. And I don't really see that from him on a night in, night out basis. And there's no disrespect to him, but he idolizes Kobe Bryant, right? He has the pictures, the posts, the jerseys, and I think he has the potential to get to that caliber of a player. But right now, without the skill set, I have to see the mindset.
Right.
I don't see the mindset to be like, all right, game one, we put in our foot. We're not playing. We're trying to sweep them. We want to get them out of here. I didn't see that. I saw the lackadaisical. I'm going to shoot 18 threes. I'm not driving to the basket. I'm crying for fouls if I get hit. I don't see it.
Him not driving, that kills me. That kills me. Because I'm just like, well, because Jason does not get fouls. To be a superstar, he doesn't get foul calls. He just doesn't. Like, it was one game, I think he shot like maybe, he went to the free throw line like maybe 6 times. And I was like, that's like the most I've seen. Like, he does not get foul calls. And I think that's why he's very hesitant on driving, because he knows he's not going to get those calls. And I'm like, do it anyway. That's how I feel.
And I feel like even with that, I don't know if is that coaching where they're designing an offensive scheme that's built around him making threes and then like driving to the basket in secondary, or is it that's just his style of play and who he's going to be? He's going to be a 3-point shooter who's probably slightly above average, an above average 3-point shooter, but is very streaky. But the nights where he's driving to the basket and he's being aggressive at the rim, it opens the floor for everything else. But I want to push this, while we're on this topic, what do they have to do to win? Turnovers. In order for the Celtics to win, they have to stop the turnovers. Is that a Tatum and Brown issue, or is that a Marcus Smart issue?
So This year, Jason has gotten a lot better. I remember playoff series. I went and took screenshots. I have the NBA app on my phone. I went and took screenshots of every single time Jason had over 5 turnovers, like throughout the playoff series, and like I tweeted it because like someone was trying to argue with me about like Jason turning over or Jalen turning over the ball just as much as Jason. Now this season, they could probably argue that with me, but last season I was like, no, like I think he had like 9 turnovers one game. It was very, very, very frustrating. And it started like when they played Brooklyn, the very first round, when they played Milwaukee, when they played Miami, and then in the finals, it was ridiculous. And I was just like, man, like if you would just control the ball, then a lot of those points that the other team is getting, because I remember in the championship, I don't remember the exact number, but it was a high number of the points that the Warriors score was on Celtic turnovers. And I'm like, you could have literally cut a third of their points off if y'all just held onto the ball. But now it's Jalen doing like getting all these turnovers. And I'm just like, I don't understand. Like, I granted, Marcus has his time too, but like Jalen and Jason are different. Like Marcus Smart can go on any team and be a role player and it'll be fine or whatever. But like Jason is supposed to be the franchise player. Jalen, like y'all, come on, like y'all should not be. There's no way. There's no
2-minute
way.
warning. 2-minute warning.
What'd you say?
2-minute warning.
Oh,
Got any last thoughts? What do they have to do to win? You're the coach.
no.
What are you telling these players in the locker room going into game 6?
I'm gonna say 3 things, right? Consistency. I want Jason to stop being afraid to drive, like we were saying earlier, shooting 10,000 threes and making 5 of them. Like we can't do that. And then I would agree with you on the turnovers, like control the ball.
I'm not
Jaylen
gonna.
Brown hurt.
Yeah, his right or left hand. I think he had like a cut on his hand, and it's been like bleeding a lot lately. But that cut happened months ago, and it's odd. I don't know why he didn't get it stitched up or something like that. But it's
He
been
also put his mask back on because apparently, like the game when he took it off, he got hit in the face again. So he put his mask back on.
guys all over the place.
Do you give him any like any because he's hurt and all that shit? Like,
Nah, you playing, you on the floor, figure it out. Nobody
Yeah,
care.
exactly. No, we're not doing that.
Nobody care about that. Figure it out. Jordan
No.
played with the flu.
Well, I knew you was gonna say that. Yeah, no, we're not doing that.
Allegedly, LeBron has played through a bunch of injuries. So
You
yeah,
have played with broken stuff and everything. No, we're not doing that.
yeah.
you on that?
And I love Jalen, so no, we're not doing that.
So you said your 3 things. I'm not gonna lie, you didn't sound confident when you said those 3 things.
Really?
So no, you didn't. I wanted you
I
to
feel like you're being too nice right now.
yeah, like I wanted you to say it as if you were in the locker room with them. You are in the locker room. You're the coach. You're about to go through the tunnel. What are you telling them? That's the buzzer. I mean, you can redo it if you want.
Man, okay. I don't like. You want me to like say it more aggressively or like pick
No,
different things?
I just wanted you to be. I wanted to feel as if I was Jaylen Brown, we're gonna go through the tunnel and win this game. And
I wanted to feel motivated.
yeah, and from
Okay,
that,
what I'm gonna tell Jalen basically is, I mean, sorry. See, now you want me to take it there.
yeah, that's the real Amber. Go ahead.
I'll be like, look, you need to find somebody open. Find somebody open. If you can't control the ball, you need to find somebody open. Period. Like, I mean, I feel like I'm still kind of being nice, but
They saying they need Twitter Amber. We need Twitter Amber to come out right now.
that's matter of fact. Do you mind if I just read some of your
Let's read
tweets?
some of these tweets.
oh my gosh.
we gotta.
I did tweet Jalen a couple weeks ago, and I added Kyrie Irving, and I said, get with him and have him help you with ball handling and free throws. Oh, I forgot about that. Missing free throws, that's insane. That's insane. You shouldn't be missing free throws. That's fucking stupid. Jalen or Jason, you shouldn't be missing free throws. No.
I'm gonna go through some of these, if you don't mind.
That's fine.
Okay. May 11th. I won't utter another word about Jason Tatum. Where are the Jason Tatum fanboys? I guess this was about the Philly series. Harden finna have another silly game, and Jason Tatum is doing absolutely nothing as usual. I'm trying to find something positive about Jason Tatum.
You think you're gonna find one?
I won't rest until I won't rest until Jason Tatum knows me and he hates me. I want to blame Jason Tatum so bad, but the man went for 38 points today. Okay, so I'm positive.
Wow.
That was positive. Yeah.
Positive. Let's see.
You just put Tatum in, or that's really all her shit?
This is hers.
Oh.
Yeah. There was a tweet. Jason Tatum is a top 10 player in the NBA. You retweeted it and said false. He's not even top 50. Oh my God.
What was the date on that one?
Let me see. Let me go back to that. I'll just miss it. Oh, here.
He's not top 10 though. Let's.
That was April 26th,
Okay.
2022.
22. Okay, yeah, I figured that was last year. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that was 22. All right, let's try to get more recent. Let me see. Jason Tatum is not doing enough. Drag me because I said Tatum has turnovers when it mattered the most. You be shooting at his hip. Trying to find one more positive one. I've kept this to myself for quite some time, but Jason Tatum has a nice ass. Okay. At least you said something positive.
That was
positive.
Oh man. All right, I'm gonna put 10 minutes back on the clock. The next topic is: should the Celtics break up Tatum and Brown this offseason? 10 minutes on the clock.
Okay, so for this one, I have two theories. So a while back, maybe like last month, I said, yeah, send Jason's ass to LA or wherever the heck he wants to be and let Jalen take his role as the real franchise player. So that's what I said probably about a month ago. I definitely feel like the Celtics can build around Jalen. I think that would be super dope. But I do know, like, in the context of this question, the split up would not be Jason leaving because he has a guaranteed contract. Mm-hmm. Jalen is the one who's about to be a free agent. It happens. I definitely think they should remain a duo. If the Celtics are going to keep Jason, then yes, I think they should remain a duo. Is it realistic? I don't think anybody is pressed. Any black man, anyway, is pressed to play for the Celtics. So if Jalen becomes a free agent and he gets a better opportunity somewhere else, I definitely could see him leaving. I could see someone said something about him going to the Knicks. That's not going to happen. I could see him playing for Miami. I could see him playing for the Pacers. Really? I think he would be wonderful for us. Some people were saying like the Lakers would try to get him. I feel like Jalen would go anywhere and be phenomenal. As far as should they be split up, I don't think they should be. But I mean, like this is really how the NBA works now. People don't stay, committed and loyal to a city. And I'm not calling Jalen disloyal by any means, but like, they don't stay really on one team long. Like, they'll do whatever for whatever years, and then they'll move on to another city or whatever. Especially like if they haven't won any championships, then move on, figure out where I can fit in. I feel like he would fit in anywhere. If he leaves, I feel like the Celtics would take a really big hit. I don't think Jason can do it on his own. I don't. He's not winning games now, like without help. So if Jalen were to leave, then it would need to be someone to come in and fill his role.
Mhm.
But hey,
Aren't they the most winningest duo right now?
Hell no.
Who
Steph and Clay died?
No, this season.
hold
Oh,
on, wait a second. Let's unpack what you just said. Stephen Clay died. Clay Thompson is a front runner. So before we get into that conversation, did you watch this last season?
yeah.
They only won at home. Like I don't think they won like more than 10 games, 10
Mm.
away games, right? That's not a winning duo. Like y'all do good at home, congratulations, but like
No. See, and it kills me to say this because I am not a Warriors fan. I can't believe I'm about to just defend them. But with that being said, the Warriors, until they have consistent seasons of not winning championships, we cannot just say that they're done, right? They literally just beat the Celtics last year. They made it to the second round this year. They made it to the second round this year. And I think they could have beaten the Lakers had they had a couple more pieces with them. So I think they continue to build around their big three. I don't think their window is wide open as it was 4 or 5 years ago, but I think they can get one or two more before Steph, Clay, and Draymond hang up the shoes or break up the team.
I think they break him up soon.
I don't think so.
I'm hearing Draymond going to LA.
I mean,
You know what I mean?
everybody's going to LA. Jalen Brown's going to LA.
Everybody want to go to LA.
Randall's going to LA.
Oh no, we don't need him back.
Huh?
We don't need him back.
I'm just saying. I mean, everybody's going to LA. And Kyrie's going to LA. Like they don't have enough money for everybody. But I do think that the Warriors have a couple more runs in them potentially. But I think that because their younger players didn't develop as good as they would have hoped, like Jordan Poole, Kuminga, Rooney, they didn't pan out to be what they thought they were going to be. So they have to kind of get some more young guys in there. And if they do that, they'll be competing like they were doing in years past.
I don't think so. I think it's over.
Jordan Poole is a con artist. Jordan Poole is Caleb Martin is what Jordan Poole was expected to be, if that makes sense. So like
okay.
I'll explain. So this whole this whole undrafted G League, because like Caleb Martin was 2 seconds from going to the G League, right? Cody, his twin, got signed to the Hornets, or got drafted to the Hornets. Caleb was on his way to the G League, and they signed him on the Hornets as well, right before. And then he got traded to the Heat. And now he's very close to being a contender for a championship. And he's very, very crucial to the Heat success. Very crucial. Like, no one's going to look at Caleb Martin and be like, oh, this nigga is a con artist. Sorry, I said that word again. But no one's going to look at him and say, like, oh, he's a scammer. Like, Jordan Poole is a con artist. Like, how did you even get here, dude? Like, he's a whole con artist. Like, am I the only one who thinks this? Like,
I do. I do think you're the only one that feels that way because con artist is such a strong word. He played well last year.
What is he doing this year? I feel like if he had played like
the first half
this year. You said what?
The first half this year.
Wait, what'd you say? I'm sorry, I can't hear you.
He played well the first half of this year. Like after he got punched in his face, and then they came out swinging. No pun intended. And then something just happened. I don't know. He was nowhere to be found in the playoffs.
Yeah, like I don't really feel like Clay had a really good playoff run either.
He didn't have either. But I feel like Clay is almost. I think it's almost done for Clay. I think that injury. He's not himself.
Mm-hmm.
He's not. I feel like he's tries, but he has no jump, no anything. Like no, he can't. He can shoot, but it's not there no more. Like he misses like fucking. He shoots 20, misses 19.
You should read my tweets about Klay Thompson.
Let's go. Wait. I have a question for you. You have tweets about AD. I need to see those.
I don't think so. I call him eyebrow.
All right, that's it.
But I was defending. Honestly, I actually got into a Twitter beef with someone. I was defending Anthony Davis. What was this? When they played the first game against the Nuggets, I was defending him hard. And I'm not a Laker fan. I'm not an Anthony Davis fan. But I mean, he had 40 points and 10 rebounds. Someone was basically trying to argue me that if he had 17 rebounds, they would have won. No, no one. Come on now, no. But I'm like 40, like he put up 40 points and 10 rebounds. Like he was really like the only one that was really trying for real. LeBron James had like 22 points. And he was like, he basically argued, oh, well, LeBron, because I'm like, come on, this is LeBron. You should be scoring 30 something every game. He like, LeBron don't have to score 30 and LeBron don't have to get double rebounds. I'm like, okay. If we're going to go with your argument, LeBron had 12 rebounds. Take 7 of those rebounds, give them to AD. LeBron still has 22 points and 5 rebounds at this point. Y'all still lose the game. The rebounds were there. If you say LeBron doesn't have to have double rebounds, he can have 5 then, right? Then them 7 rebounds was there. They just wasn't AD's. So now what? Y'all still lost the game. And that's the point I'm trying to make. He tried to say like, oh, we lost because of Anthony Davis. I feel like Anthony Davis played his ass off. Could he have rebounded a little more? Yeah. But like, come on now.
LeBron fans always pass the blame to somebody else.
Yeah, they're delusional. They're very delusional. Laker fans are delusional in general.
Whoa. Whoa.
Go ahead.
What you say? Say what you gotta say.
Who, me? Oh, no, I was just saying Dave. Okay, I'll skip over that.
Are we delusional?
Laker fans?
Yes.
Oh gosh. Where do I want to go with this? Y'all don't really have a good team. Like,
I know that.
Okay. Well, thank you. Well, you're not a delusional Laker fan. Like, this guy really tried to argue me and basically was like, you must not watch basketball. I'm like,
we had a better team. We had a better team.
After the trade deadline, yeah.
But it was all right.
Yeah, didn't make the play game last year.
Anthony Davis wasn't consistent. He had one game, he played good. Next game, he played like shit. One game, he played good. Next game, he played like shit. He was, and he's made of fucking paper. He's always getting hurt.
He is always hurt.
Always hurt. Every time he goes to the floor, everybody's like, "Oh man, here we go." I'm not delusional. I'll tell you the truth about them.
That's fair. I feel like LeBron was inconsistent too.
Yeah, he was. I'm not a LeBron fan either. So
okay. Wait. You say you're Kobe?
I'm a Laker fan. Yeah.
Okay, Laker.
Yeah. I'm not a LeBron.
I give Kobe his respect. I feel like 2010 was just kind of like, we want Kobe to get another ring, so they helped him out. But other than that, like, I give Kobe his respect.
Yeah. I feel like that Kendrick Perkins injury is what stopped the Celtics from going back to back. That was definitely
Perkins.
Yeah, because Kendrick Perkins got hurt, and then Rasheed Wallace had to start out center. He was like 38 at the time. It was just disgusting. And even with that, we had like a 12-point lead in the fourth quarter, and Ron Artest found a jump shot. He became the original Steph Curry, and then that was all she wrote. But I mean, let's. I
was happy for Ron Artest though, because to be real with you, the Lakers, I mean not the Lakers, sorry. The Pacers, before that foolishness that happened up in Detroit, we was headed to the chip. We were no play. We was there.
With this was Danny Granger, Paul George, Roy Hibbert. That squad?
No. This was in 04, 05. It would have been the 2005 championship. What did the
Jermaine O'Neal? Was it
Jermaine
O'Neal?
It was Jermaine O'Neal, Ron Artest.
Okay.
Yeah. And we were on our way to the championship. That whole situation. They That's why there's so many reasons why I hate the Pistons. I don't like how they did Carmelo Anthony, picking Darko Milicic. That was some foolishness. Like then they followed it up with the Malice at the Palace. I was like, ain't nothing good ever gonna come to Detroit. And I'm glad y'all got Cade Cunningham. He made a paper too. Like y'all just suck, and I love it. I love that they suck so much. It's great.
Oh, wait, so are you a Pacer fan?
Yeah, I mean, like Celtics is my number one team, but like if the Celtics ain't playing in Pacers, of course.
So how does it feel having Lance Stevenson being one of the greatest players to ever put on a Pacer uniform?
Lance was nice though.
Yeah,
Lance
Brooklyn,
was
New
nice.
York. Yes,
Are you
yes.
being facetious? Or, no. I'm asking, like, was that serious?
Yes. Lance Stevenson helped bring Pacer Nation back.
No, don't get me wrong. I love Lance Stevenson, but you said one of the best to ever put on a uniform.
Yes. Lance, because for his position, he played the 6-man. So if you look up the best Indiana Pacers 6-men ever.
Oh, say that. Say that.
Huh?
Say that.
One of the talented, one of the most talented, one of the best ever.
The 6th man, though, right?
Yeah.
Okay. We got it.
Name 5 better Pacers.
Oh,
yeah, let's do it. Brooklyn. Make good dance. Lance and make good dance.
Reggie's obviously like in my top.
Loser.
You said what?
Loser. Well, go ahead.
Wait a second. Hold on. Are you kidding me?
He's a loser.
I feel like everybody in the world is a Reggie Miller fan. What?
That doesn't mean he's not a loser. He's a loser.
He lost. Doesn't mean he's a loser.
Win.
And that's another reason why I can't be a Laker fan, because they took a championship from us. Like, and I'm not even talking about the Celtics now. I'm talking about the Pacers. Like, we were so close. Like, that would have been a great win for Indiana. But Colts have a Super Bowl, so
it was in Indiana.
Word?
Yeah,
that's fine. Yeah. I'm a Colts fan.
So you got Reggie?
Yeah.
Reggie, I would say Paul George. I feel like his heart wasn't here though. He didn't want, like, he did good. But he was ready to get up out of it. He didn't want to be here. He didn't want to be here.
Okay, I'll let you finish the list and then I'll jump up back on that topic.
He didn't want to be here. Jermaine O'Neal definitely. I would say Ron Artest is better than Lance Stevenson.
Okay, that's 4.
This 5th one is difficult because
Lance is up there.
No, he's not. He might be 6, but
you got Jalen Rose, you got Steven Jackson.
I would say
David West.
I wouldn't say David West either. I would take Lance Stevenson over David West.
Okay. Shout out to Josh in the chat. Josh Jones.
Not living in Indiana is hard. My 5th person.
That's how you know he's in the top 5, because you can't even pick a number 5.
That's what I'm saying. Lance will make him dance. Lance will make him dance. Lance will make him dance.
Okay, maybe.
Brooklyn! Yeah! Brooklyn! My boy Lance made the top 5 Indiana Pacers of all time. And it's on.
He don't really, but okay.
You can't delete this the same way you would delete a tweet. So I'm going to cut this up. I'm going to put it on Twitter. We're going to go viral.
Tweets. Klay Thompson.
Oh, shit. Wait. But I want to jump back. Paul George. I feel like Paul George was a great fit for Indiana. I just think I don't think Danny Granger was the one who should have been grooming him to, develop into a superstar. I think he didn't. If he would have had that, like someone who was there, like if Jermaine O'Neal and all of them were there, like if he had that team, he would have grown and really developed into the superstar that we all thought he would be in Indiana. But because he didn't have that, it was like he's seeing LeBron in Miami, Paul Pierce with the Celtics, Kobe with the Lakers. Like it's appealing to want to be in one of these big market cities. So I think that was what really played in the Paul George. But I think he was a great fit for Indiana.
Yeah, I was a little frustrated. I want to say this was 2013 when it was the Pacer. It was either 2013 or 2014. 13. It was 2013. The Pacers was playing Miami and the ECF, and I remember we was finna lose. And I guess Paul George had like made some comment like, "Oh yeah, I'm trying to train with LeBron this summer," and I'm like, "Why are you kissing his ass? This is still your opponent. What are you
Yeah.
talking about? You know?" And that kind of turned me off from him then, because like I seen this like going out the back door, and it's like you talking about whatever. And then I guess it was some people like I've never been like a really like go out much type of person. Like I do a day party every now and then, but like someone was like he would be in the club like drinking and stuff like the night of the games. Now this is hearsay, but I'm like if they won, like he would go out and drink or something like that and be in the clubs all night and stuff like that. And I'm just like, that's not see, Indiana, we had Kawhi. Now, had we still had Kawhi, baby, we would have made some noise. But
I forgot about that. I wonder who made that decision. Like what made them want to make that trade? That
well, the Pacers, any Indiana team is gonna do whatever is in their worst interest. So always.
Because I didn't even. They got traded on draft night.
I don't remember. I think so. Yeah, I don't remember.
Shout out to that
Because
draft.
we had like two back. It wasn't back to back. It was like I feel like we got because my brother he never if the Jazz hadn't got Gordon Hayward, then we would have got him, and then we wouldn't have got Paul George. Blah blah blah. So it was like I think Paul George was like 9th, and then Kawhi was like 11. It was like we had like a back to back type thing. 9, so somebody was 10, and then Kawhi was like 11 or something like that.
That's crazy. Now that I think about it, because I think it was Kawhi, PG, and Jimmy Butler on the same draft class.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's Klay Thompson tweets from Ambella92 on www.twitter.com. I would never give the ball to Klay Thompson under any circumstances. Straight demon time. Klay Thompson looks like a nutcracker.
I have a few that say that.
I bet if I try to explain why I'm not a Klay Thompson fan, y'all will probably block me. Someone take Klay Thompson weak ass out the game. I know I can count on Klay. Only good if we up by 20 Thompson to put some bricks up. Let me see this. Klay Thompson is only good when his team is winning. Kobe was good regardless. Ooh, let's break this down. Oh, my stomach is brown. Yeah. Klay Thompson is only as good. Klay Thompson is also only good when his team is winning. Kobe was good regardless. What do you think? What was your mindset behind that tweet?
I don't remember. Was that like a reply to somebody?
Yes.
I don't remember what the conversation was. I don't know why we were talking about Kobe and Klay in the same sentence.
So, all right. So Lakers, somebody said this was Stone Cold Shea Jackson. That's a wild name, by the way. Lakers fans that are dissing Klay for obvious Kobe reference. Why? He grew up a Laker fan, just like us. He just got drafted by the Warriors. Then someone, that's my DJ, said, I think because Kobe was on the bench injured, talking to a heckler, Klay was talking to the players who just destroyed him and his team. And then you said, Klay Thompson is also only good when his team is winning. Kobe was good regardless. Do you remember any of that by any chance?
Not really, but I mean, like my sentiments stand the same,
So what's your issue with Klay Thompson? Like, what do you like? Why?
He's a front runner. So basically, I've never really been a Warriors fan. I like Steph. I thought Steph was really talented. I still do think he's really talented. I was cheering for the Warriors in 2016, 2017, and 2018. Whenever they was playing the Cavs and they was going against LeBron, I'm a deep like. And what's crazy is I don't even think I have that many tweets about LeBron because I just don't even acknowledge him. But like, I just didn't want LeBron to win. Even like I love Kyrie to death. That's if he asked me to be one of his wives, I'm packing my bags and running. But
One of them?
hey,
Are you on that? Okay.
Hey,
no, I'm not. I'm not on that by any means. I just love Kyrie. He's
Nah, I feel you.
that's my man. But yeah. So even at the expense of Kyrie, I was like, I need LeBron to lose, and I feel like that tweet about where I was saying take his weak ass at the game was because like we were down and they were trying to come back, and he was just not it was he just wasn't doing well, and I was like, this is like you good, like if we winning that's great, you excellent and shooting threes, boom bam, cool, but in the clutch you're not we're like, matter of fact, it was a Warriors game, my son was watching it, and it was like some seconds left on the clock, and they had to inbound the ball, get it to somebody to like, I think they needed a three to tie. And I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm not watching it. I'm listening. And I want to say they were probably at home because I was looking to hear cheering and I didn't hear anything cheering. And I asked my son, I was like, did they pass it to Clay? And he was like, yeah. I was like, was Steph not in the game? He was like, no, he was in the game. I was like, I would have never, like, what? Especially when Steph is an option. Now, granted, as much as I talked about Jordan Poole earlier, if it came down to choosing between Clay and Jordan, I'm picking Jordan. Absolutely. Not picking Clay
No.
to help us finish anything. No.
Oh hell no.
yeah, you wildin'.
I was with you for the last 51 minutes and 45 seconds, but
Clay
that one
is
right
not
there.
clutch. Give me
And
one
Jordan
time.
Poole is?
Clay has been clutch before.
Jordan Poole I feel like, and as much as, like I said, I called him a con artist just about 20 minutes ago. But like when we lost the finals last year, Jordan Poole he was critical.
All right. I just
Ooh,
there's so many ways. There's a lot going
was-
on right now. What you said was wild. So I just want that to be known. But
Klay Thompson is not clutch. He's a front runner. Jordan Poole is too, but
that's what I'm saying. So now, yes, Klay Thompson's not clutch, but Jordan Poole is definitely not more trustworthy in the clutch than Klay Thompson.
I would take my chances.
really bad shots. Like
You said what?
Jordan Poole takes really bad shots. Like he just throws
Well,
that shit.
Steph Curry takes bad shots.
Nah, that's different.
Makes bad shots.
He makes them.
He makes them. They're bad. They're terrible shots.
No, they're not terrible shots. They're good shots for him.
They're good shots for him. They're terrible shots. If you had a child, you're not going to tell him, hey, yeah, as soon as you get off the half court line, just gun from 30 feet out. You're not going to do that. They're terrible shots. He just makes them.
Okay. I mean, Kyrie Irving does the same thing. He's one of the best bad shot makers in the league.
Kyrie Irving is perfection.
All right, not too much on Kyrie.
I like Kyrie.
But I want to just address one of the things in the comments. Have you ever heard of gematria?
Yeah.
I have. Something about numbers and letters and people's names and birthdays and letters and equal numbers. Yes.
Okay. So with that being said, we have shout out to the gematria crew that we have in here. They've been definitely supporting the show for a while now. Shout out to Zach. Shout out to Rick James. Shout out to Frank the Truth Tank that's with us right now.
Crack their code too.
Yes. And, they've definitely opened our eyes to the world of gematria and how it has an influence in sports. So my question for you is, do you think that the NBA is rigged?
I've said it before. Some things I do feel like are set up. Yeah. To a certain degree. I don't know. This conversation can really go one of two ways. I can really just be like, absolutely, Yes, because sometimes I have felt like absolute, like yeah, like even when I was talking about the whole Paul George and us playing the Heat, I was like, the Heat's gonna win because it has the narrative.
Mhm.
LeBron has to go to the finals. LeBron has to win a ring in 20 uh what was that, 2013. Like
Yep, yep.
it has to happen. So they're not gonna let little Indiana beat LeBron James. They're not gonna allow it to happen. So to some degree, I do feel like, yeah, it's some things are rigged. Yeah.
Okay, so then with that being said, so then how do you explain Indiana beating the Knicks in that second round of the playoffs? I forgot. I think that was like 2012, maybe.
We were better than that, but not even that. But it's just like if you put Indiana in the New York Knicks on the same level, like who like who does people really want to? Who would people really want to see more? You think people want to see the Knicks? I don't know. It could. They could.
People want to see the Knicks. Knicks fans are delusional.
If the Knicks win a championship, they burn in the city there.
Yeah.
And they will.
You see, the Knicks fans won one playoff game and they went crazy.
That's fair. I do want them to win something for Spike Lee's sake, though.
What?
Fuck the Knicks. I don't want them to win shit.
Yeah, damn.
Nah, matter of fact, I'm wrong. Let me shout out to the Knicks.
The city would be lit if they win.
Let me just clarify. I like the people at the Garden. I know a few people now that work at Madison Square Garden because of the work that I'm doing at my school. So shout out to them. But I am not a fan of the James Dolan New York Knicks franchise. I've never. I don't want them to win ever.
That's fair.
If he sells the team?
Ever. I don't want them to win ever. I don't
You
care.
you didn't like Patrick Ewing? No?
Ever. Before I was born, I did not want the Knicks to win. Now that I'm here,
I was born.
I don't want the Knicks to win. After I die, I will not want. I'm gonna get that on my tombstone. I don't want the Knicks to win. I'm gonna get that there. I do not like the Knicks. I don't like their fans. I'm cool with the people at the Garden. That's it.
That's fair.
That's it.
That's like my son. My son hates all things Indiana.
Really? How does that work?
He does. I take him to Pacer games all the time, and he always cheers for the other team. And like if the Pacers win, he's highly upset. Like he doesn't like the Colts. He doesn't like the Pacers. He hates all things Indiana.
That's how I feel. I don't like no New York team either.
Okay.
On New York team, I'll tolerate the Knicks, and that's only because I like to go against the grain. Everybody likes the Yankees.
Yeah.
Nobody else. I don't like nothing else.
If I had to pick one New York team to root for, it probably would be. Shit, you took the Mets. That would probably be the Jets.
Nah.
Yeah, I like the green. Green
The
and
Jets
white.
are gonna do good
green.
this year, though.
Nah.
Aaron Rodgers.
Well, see, I liked Eli Manning.
Oh.
So let me just okay. Do y'all remember it was a commercial? I don't know what kind of commercial it was. It was a commercial with Peyton and Eli and their father. And he goes, I don't know what the commercial was promoting, but I know he was like, he said, pass me something. And he goes, not you, Eli, Peyton. And let me tell you why this was an issue for me. Commercial was made. Eli had 2 rings. Peyton had 1. The one here that he got with the Colts. Eli had 2. He also beat Tom Brady when Peyton, like, come on. And so I was just like, because I would have been like, I'm not doing this commercial. I have 2 Super Bowls. What do you mean? Like, what? And then they finally gave Peyton another Super Bowl with the Broncos, but I was like,
whoa! They didn't give us that. I'm a Peyton Manning fan. Come on. You've been sharing on everything I did this whole time. Lakers, delusional, giving us championships and shit. That's crazy.
They gave y'all that 2010 championship. They gave that to y'all.
Nah.
2009, y'all might have did y'all thing, but 2010 was given.
I'm a Peyton Manning fan, so
I like Peyton too. I like Peyton. I didn't like that commercial. So I said all that to say when Eli won the Super Bowl in Indianapolis against Tom Brady, he became like a hero for me. So you were talking about like, you know, New York teams that you like and all this and other. So that just kind of came to mind. But
I feel like
Tom
Indianapolis.
Brady couldn't win in Indianapolis. Like that couldn't have happened. So Eli took care of that. I appreciate it. But go ahead.
No, I was gonna say I feel like Indianapolis or Indiana in general is a really underrated sports state.
Thank
I
you.
think y'all got a lot of good basketball players.
Thank you.
Y'all got a lot. Y'all are solid in football. Solid in football. But as just a state that produces a lot of good talent, Indiana needs to get its props.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Like Desmond Bain, like he is good. He is good. And I think I might be saying that because he's kind of cute too, but like he's really good. And I'm like, he from Richmond, Indiana, which is like it's not far from Indy. Like it's not far at all. I'm trying to think. I feel bad for George Hill because I feel like every time he he leave a team, they win a championship, or like the team, like he'll go to a championship team
I
and
didn't
then
even think about
they don't,
that.
and they don't win again.
Yo, that's funny.
Y'all got of course Larry Bird, Indiana State product.
Indiana, yes.
Cody Zeller, who's currently on the Miami Heat, I believe.
You said who?
Cody Zeller,
Oh yeah.
backup big for the Miami Heat.
Ain't Austin Reeves from Indy? I mean, not Indy. He's from Indiana though, right?
Austin Rivers?
Austin Rivers?
No, Austin Reeves.
Austin
I think
Reeves?
he's.
I don't know.
He's the best one to come out of Indiana. I'll tell you that right now. If he's
Hold on, I think he's from Indiana.
He's from somewhere.
I'm about to look.
Oh, y'all got the big O, Oscar Robinson. Sean Kemp.
Oscar Robinson, him and my uncle went to Crispus Attucks together. No, he's from Arizona. It's somebody, it's a white basketball player that is from Indiana. He's like a role player. He
is it Duncan Robinson?
I think that, let me see.
Caruso? That's Caruso.
Nah, Caruso black. He from Harlem. Caruso definitely from Harlem. While you look that up, I got Sean Kemp, George McInnes, Glenn Robinson, Big Dog Robinson, Zach Randolph, Darius Garland, Gordon Hayward. Oh, I didn't know he was from Indianapolis. Gordon Hayward?
Gordon Hayward. Well, Brownsburg, but yeah.
Oh, it says here Indianapolis. Somebody's lying. Mike Conley, Scott Skiles, George Hill, Eric Gordon.
Eric Gordon, yeah.
I don't know who this is.
Calbert
Cheney?
Who?
Calbert Cheney?
That don't sound
Rick Mount. And Dick Van Arsdale. Yeah, that's going back to like the 40s.
Rick Smith.
Yeah, black people were doing a lot of different things at that time. But yeah, my overall point was that you guys have
Jeff Teague. Did you say Jeff Teague? Sorry.
He's from over there too.
Yeah, they got hoopers, man. That the Indiana Chicago area is like they just produce a lot of good basketball talent that doesn't get recognized. But I want to ask you a different question.
Okay.
Who's your greatest player of all time and why?
I don't like answering this question because I don't like anybody who could be considered a GOAT like that. I'm not a fan. I'm not really a fan of.
So who's your okay? Right, let me rephrase the question. Who's your favorite player of all time?
I go through phases. I don't really have a favorite player that's just been my favorite player of all forever. I did my top 5. Can I give you my top 5?
Sure. Right.
Okay. I feel like y'all gonna laugh at me. I have Paul Pierce on there because he's the big 3. So like Paul Pierce, KG, Ray Allen, like they were they're the reason why I love my Celtics so much. That's when I became, Celtics fan. So Paul Pierce was on there.
They all in your top 5?
No. I was just saying Paul Pierce.
Oh,
I was trying to make a case for Paul Pierce. I know as soon as I mention him, people started trying to come for me. So, but like Paul, he's in my top 5. Kobe Bryant, Reggie Miller,
Oh shit!
Steph Curry,
What?
and I don't remember who my 5th person was. It wasn't Michael Jordan, LeBron James, or like Michael Jordan's cool. I would say he's better than anybody. Like LeBron, he's better than LeBron.
Who's better than LeBron?
Michael Jordan.
Hell no.
But let me tell you why. In
No.
the era that Michael Jordan played in, LeBron is such a crybaby. He would never, like, they were literally playing football back in Michael Jordan's day. Now, like, you can't breathe on these players without flagrants and stuff. It just no. Like LeBron, he's a princess. No.
All right, you have that, but now who's to say LeBron wouldn't have been able to adjust? Because you got to understand, he came in
absolutely
2003, and the game was very physical back then.
Absolutely.
So we can't just say like he was playing in a cupcake league his whole life.
But do you see how much the league has changed just to cater to LeBron?
The only thing I must say, the league catered to Jordan too.
They literally moved the 3-point line up. Literally,
I was with you until you
literally moved the 3-point line up for that man. His best 3-point shooting performance was the year they moved the line up for Michael Jordan. That whole clip where he does this shit with the 6 threes, the 3-point line was moved up, but nobody ever talks about that.
My brother is not a Michael in the least. Like, no, he calls him what does he call him? Howard Stern? Not Howard Stern. What does he call him? Who used to be the commissioner before Adam Silver? Yeah, he calls him his stepson.
Nah, Jordan was the best.
Yeah, I liked him. I like Jordan.
But I feel like LeBron is definitely the greatest player of all time. I feel like he's the best player of all time. I feel like he is the most complete player of all time. There is no weakness in LeBron James's game.
He's very talented. I will never take his talent away from him. But he's a crybaby. I don't like how LeBron moves. I don't like that you playing like 1 minute you in Cleveland. He should have kept his ass in Cleveland. He should have did his whole 20-some year career in Cleveland.
Nah, hell no.
Yes.
Who wants to live in Cleveland?
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
You got to raise your family in Cleveland?
That's irrelevant. He's all of it. Like, you went to Miami and you stayed that you built this mega team in Miami so you could win. So you could win, right? Then you went back to Cleveland to give them a sympathy ring, and then you went Hollywood. And like, my thing is, everywhere you go, you want to be general manager, coach, and player. You want to build everything around you. You want to get people fired, get people traded. You act like a crybaby. Everything is, oh, my show, me. How can I win? Jordan helped his team to win. Kobe helped his team to win. So, like, I would even put Kobe over LeBron James in that aspect. LeBron wants to walk into the perfect situation, then everything go his way. And then when it don't go his way, then who can I get cut? Who can I get fired? I don't like that.
So, with that being said,
I like that. I actually really like what you said.
Everywhere LeBron has gone, he's won, like we just said. He came into the league in 2003. Him alone, he has 4 rings. How many franchises, not players, franchises have more rings than LeBron since he's been in the league?
Okay. Let's have this conversation, because why aren't we talking about Tim Duncan?
Okay. He was in the league longer, but okay.
But I'm saying, like, we have these conversations about like greats, and we want to talk about rings and championships, but like, why is Tim Duncan not in this conversation more often?
Because Tim Duncan wears Skechers. He wears Skechers and dungarees.
Yeah,
that's why.
And he's boring.
Yeah.
Nobody knows. He only did that fucking backboard shot. Nobody else known for nothing else.
And he eats licorice.
Yeah, he black licorice at that.
Oh my gosh, you're talking. He's like a 15.
Damn, why did we just go?
Because it's the truth. It's the truth.
But you know what? I love that he's laid back. That he's not flashy, showy. I want everybody to kiss my ass. Like I love that. I love that about him. I love that.
So,
And I don't think it's fair. Granted, to me, 2014 was like 2 years ago. But like, I don't think it's fair that the Spurs get the #1 draft pick. Y'all just won a championship not that long ago, and now y'all already got the #1. Give it to somebody who ain't won nothing, like the Pacers. Like, why are we not ever? I don't know. But back to Tim Duncan. Sorry, I went on a tangent there because I was upset. But I just feel like, I mean, he has more rings than LeBron, and we don't discuss him being not the same way that, it's always Jordan, LeBron, Kobe.
Oh, I got Tim Duncan in my top 5 greatest players ever.
Also, let's be clear. LeBron has 3 rings and a ring pop.
Wait, what?
He has 3 rings and a ring pop.
What the hell is that? What is a ring pop?
Listen, I don't, and this may be the Celtics fan in me, but that pandemic, COVID, Disney World.
We're not doing that. We're not going to discredit the Disney ring. We're not going to do that.
They was scrimmaging. They was scrimmaging.
That was the most difficult ring in NBA.
My dad says that too, and I'm like, I don't get. They were scrimmaging. What are you?
Oh, they were not. This was the only time in basketball history where it was 24/7 basketball. There was no outside noise. There was no strippers on the dance floor. There was no getting turned up over there. It's we go play basketball. We go to our room. That was literally Adam Wojnarowski, however you say his name. No disrespect to Woj, but he had this great analogy. He said,
"Okay, yeah, I want to hear it."
This was the Kobe Bryant bubble. This is what if Kobe Bryant was the GM, was the commissioner. This would be the NBA. We're in a bubble. Y'all not doing none of this extra shit. None of this extra shit. Y'all not gonna be in with the media over there. Y'all not gonna be with no family, no nothing, none of that. Basketball locked in.
Wouldn't that make it easier? To me, that makes it easier because it's just like, if I'm not doing nothing but this, how can I not do nothing but this? Do you see what I'm saying? Like, basketball is harder when there's distractions, is it not?
No, it's easier. If I'm on the floor drunk, I don't care what was going on. Like, I don't care if he go for 25, 30. I'm lit. I'm high. I'm drinking. I'm chilling. It is what it is. But now when it's 24/7 basketball and I know for a fact my opponent is probably going to be at their best, I got to stay locked in. TJ Warren was going on for 40. That's how locked in he was. We never heard of him after the bubble.
Nothing else to do but ball.
That was it. That was it. That was basketball at its peak.
It sounds like basketball camp to me.
Yo, this is crazy.
This sounds like basketball camp. It sounds like we're at basketball camp. No. And honestly, and to your point, I see what you're saying. Like, if this is all, if everybody's locked in and focused, and this is what we're doing, but I could also say the reverse. You saying like, oh, if I'm drunk, high, well, I don't care, blah, blah. But I could just be like, we here. I don't want to be here. I can't do nothing. We ain't doing nothing but playing basketball. I don't care about winning this championship. Like, how do you not know that it was people that with that mentality? Like, oh, this ain't no real, ain't no fans here. This is dumb. We just in the gym shooting around. Like, I don't care.
I mean, that's a fair point. I feel like there are numerous players that have come out and said that the bubble ring was the hardest ring because of some of the reasons that I mentioned. But sidebar, I want to give a shout out to my boy Thay in the building. My guy Thay in the building. Thay. showing love. That's the bro ham right there. Him and Josh.
I told They to change his Twitter name. This was when we were in college. I told him to change it to They After Me, like they after me. They after me. He
Oh,
never did.
never did. It's not too late.
It's not too late.
But yeah, the bubble ring, I feel like is a very underrated ring. Probably the hardest ring an NBA player ever won. But even with that, Jordan had the lockout ring. Don't nobody hold that against him. Why are we holding the bubble ring against LeBron? Like every player has one of those.
Anybody else could have won, and I wouldn't be saying this. But I don't like LeBron. I don't like the Lakers. So Mickey Mouse ring to me.
That's just disrespect.
And I also don't like the fact that once they won, then now they tied with the Celtics for the most championships. Everybody be like, "Oh, no, we have 17 championships that we won in a real championship setting. The Lakers have 16 and one that they won at basketball camp." So,
Yo, disrespectful.
All right. It's 9:30. We got time for maybe one or two more.
You want to switch it?
Switch it to what?
Not basketball, not sports related.
That's up to Amber. You want to keep it sports or you want to jump into something else?
I'm just on a ride.
All right, cool.
Well, which one of the questions we posted in there for you do you want to see?
Don't make me choose, guys. What do you want?
I'm trying to make it easier for you.
I know. I appreciate it, but I'm just here, so let me know.
All right, let's just do one relationship. Can a relationship be successful?
Thank you, Ray. Sorry, I just want to make a quick point.
Go ahead.
The Lakers, the Minnesota Lakers, and that's what I be saying all the time to my Laker friends. I'd be like, "Are you a LA Laker fan or a Minnesota Laker fan?" Once we figure that out, then we'll have this conversation about championships. Go ahead.
Shout out to the Minneapolis fans. That was, real day ones. That was a long time ago. But yeah, let's go to the question. Shit. Nah, let's not do that. What I was gonna say, can a relationship be successful if the woman is the breadwinner?
Okay, I like this question. So I think it can. I feel like a relationship can be successful under any circumstances. I do feel like that men are designed to lead. And so whatever that looks like in the relationship, I feel like it's a better chance of being successful when like I see the man as the CEO, the woman as the COO. And so that means the man is like the leader, making like the decisions, and then the woman is like in charge of like making sure the operations are going as they should. And so as far as like being the breadwinner, I mean, I look at it like, especially when you're married, it's not really her money or his money. Like y'all should be together working as a team. So whatever, for example, if I'm making more money than my husband or boyfriend, not really my boyfriend, I'm speaking from a married perspective, because I'm not going to share my funds with my boyfriend the same way I would with my husband. Like a boyfriend, like if he was like, "Hey babe, I'm in trouble, I need your help," then sure. But I'm not going to have a bank account with my boyfriend, basically is what I'm saying.
What if you've been together for a long time and you're living together? No, still?
No. I think some things are reserved for a legal marriage. That's just how I see it. But like yeah, if my husband, like if I'm making $100K a year, my husband's making 40, right? I'm not looking at it. I'm not gonna try to little boy my husband, right? Like you still the leader of this family. Whatever we make, we're gonna take care of the bills with it, take care of the kids with it, and then from there, like, whatever's extra, we just figure it out. But like, I definitely feel like women being the breadwinner, I feel like men more so have an issue with it than women do. I know some women say like, I don't like there was like a woman who was like, I wouldn't date a bus driver, blah, 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 blah. Let me tell you something, sweetheart. I'm not checking for a man's job. You have a job, you have a career, you're doing something constructive with your life. Are you an alcoholic? Because I wouldn't date an alcoholic. I wouldn't marry an alcoholic. I wouldn't marry someone who's abusive. I wouldn't marry someone who doesn't feel like my opinion matters. Like that's someone I wouldn't marry. A bus driver is not. It's at the very, 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 very bottom of the list of men I wouldn't marry, and most likely it's not because he's a bus driver. It's because of something different. Sorry. And so like I think a lot of times people like look at situations where the woman makes more money and they use it to emasculate the man, and I'm just like there's so much other things to like to be worried about and be concerned about. Like we talking about numbers in a bank account. Like we do we even take physical money out of our bank accounts anymore? Like we're talking about like numbers. Like I don't even know how to explain what I'm trying to say. Like money is literally just numbers in an account, and the number changes like every so often. Like when you get paid, it changes. When you buy something, it changes. The number changes or whatever. I'm not about to. My relationship is not about to be focused on like who's got the bigger number at whatever time. Like I just don't. I don't see it that way. So I definitely think relationship can be successful if the woman is the breadwinner, but it just takes two people to like really look at like what is it that I want out of this relationship, and you know how like how are we going to move forward? Because it's numbers. What we're talking about numbers, you know. So that's me.
I mean, I appreciate that answer. I thought that I forgot her name, the woman who said the thing about the bus driver, but it wasn't B
It
Simone.
was somebody.
It was the girl who's a lawyer. She's like a lawyer. I want to say she's AKA. She did a show with Joe Budden. I got her face, but I can't remember her
Yeah,
name.
yeah.
But yeah, she said something along the lines of, I wouldn't date the bus driver, but if he owned the bus, then I would date him." And then her and Envy got into it because Envy's like, "Don't um don't try to belittle the working class people because it's the working class people that give you um the money that you get from your book sales, your Ebony Williams, yes. Thank you, Thane. Ebony Williams, yes. The people who go to your tours, people who buy your books, people who watch your shows, those are all working class people. So when you say that you're too good for someone of that stature, then you're pretty much shitting on everybody who supports you. And he wasn't really for that. She was trying to clarify it and like kind of not rephrase, but just clarify. Yeah, she was just trying to clarify her statements. And I think he was basically saying that, you could have good intentions and still have a bad impact on someone. And she wasn't with it. But yeah, I agree with everything you said though. Everything you said was spot on. I don't even have a rebuttal. All right, so it's 1:20. We have to get ready for our next show, unfortunately. Not well, fortunately, but unfortunately, we have to kind of close this out, unfortunately, but fortunately, we're gonna be meeting with some other guests soon. But we would love your feedback. How did you enjoy the experience of being on 40 Central? Is this something that you would ever be open to doing again?
Absolutely. Yeah, talking to you guys was great. I appreciate y'all so much for having me. Just thank you for inviting me to be on the show and just, let me talk crazy a little bit. It was totally fun. I didn't even realize it's been like an hour and a half. That's crazy. I feel like we've been talking for about 20 minutes. So
Yeah, yeah.
it's dope.
I
Real
just
dope.
warn you, like when we come back and we don't talk about sports, it gets crazier than that. 'Cause if you feel like that was talking crazy, it gets
Word.
worse.
Like if I'm gonna be real with y'all. Like if it was just us three talking, then I probably would be a little different. But I'd be like, I don't know who can hear me. Like so.
I feel you.
Jason Tatum might catch this shit.
Well, who watched my story one time? Sorry, I know y'all gotta get off, but he watched my. I went to when the Celtics came to play the Pacers here. I went to the game and I recorded it, and he watched my story. And like my story was like talking shit about him, just talking shit. And then I just had one video of him, like he shot like a 3-pointer and missed it, but then he got his own rebound and made the shot, and I tagged him in it, and he watched it. So I'm nervous as I'm looking. I'm like, he watched the other ones, and he didn't. He literally only watched that one. I was like, I knew I was going to be blocked. But yeah.
That's what's up. Well, thank you so much, Amber. We appreciate you. It's been a pleasure. If you're watching and you're not subscribed, please subscribe to 40 Central. If you haven't taken the link and shared it with a friend, take the link and share it with a friend. This episode will be on our 40 Central Network page on YouTube. If you know somebody who could benefit from this great conversation, we really hope that this is not the last time you're here. Hopefully, let's put in the universe now. Next year, for my class's 10-year anniversary, we fly out to DePaul. We do an episode. Like all of us. Like we fly out. Amber, come down. You come down to the castle, and
that'd be fire.
Yeah, let's do that. I think that'll be dope. Thay, shout out to Thay if he's still here. I hope he fly out there, make it happen. Josh, I know Josh is. I think Josh is still in here. If you are, come out here. It's usually in June, is it?
Yeah, it's like
not this June.
Second week of June.
Yeah, something like that. No. This is her 10-year, right?
Yeah, this year is my 10-year. Jimmy's is next year.
Yeah, so mine's is next year. So
let's start looking. Let's make it happen. Start making that shit happen now.
Now, if Amber says right now that she's going, I'm going.
Okay.
Hey!
You're gonna have me out of Indiana.
Yes, we going to the streets. Take it to the castle. Let's go. Yes. All right. So pleasure. Thank you so much. We'll debrief off air. And yeah, we appreciate you. Thank you so much.
And if you ever come up York, then you gotta come on.
You got to. Have you ever been to New York?
Never.
What? Oh yeah.
Now you have a reason to.
Yeah. You got to make that happen.
Okay.
Yeah, you got to come out to New York definitely for an episode. That'd be dope.
Yep. So don't hang up. We'll talk to you a little bit after. We're gonna take like a 30-minute. What time is it?
It's 9:43.
All right, so we'll be back on in like 30 minutes, 40 minutes. We're gonna set everything up. We got Blunt Wisdom coming up here in a few.
Yep.
We have Nautic. I don't know if I said it right, but that's the guest that will be here, and we'll see y'all later.
All right, Amber, let them know where they can follow you.
Yes.
My Instagram as well as my Twitter is @Ambella AMVELLA 92.
All right, and the streets want to know if your DMs are open. Okay, we ain't gonna have to answer that no longer. Okay, streets just wanted to know. The streets just wanted to know. All right, but yeah, don't hang up. Don't hang up.
Streets been asking. For
No. I'm you think I'm playing?
You think we joking?
The streets want to know. Streets want to know. But no, don't hang up.
That's what we need.
Huh? See, the streets want to know. The streets want to know when you see the eyes pop up. But yeah, don't hang up. We're gonna end the live and then we'll just chop it up with you real quick. All right. Appreciate y'all for watching. We'll be back on in about the next 30 minutes. So we got another great episode for y'all coming up soon. Appreciate y'all. Have a great night. Have a great night. I'm gonna see y'all soon. So, yeah, don't go nowhere.